Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream, and I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Pedro, and we do live streams every single day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're struggling with your Forex trading journey, or maybe you've been trading for a few years and you just struggled to become profitable, whatever the case is, I want you to know that you have a community here you can count on. And so I look forward to seeing you guys join the family. Subscribe below, consider subscribing and hitting that little notification bell and clicking all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream. Guys, we're gonna get started. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna wait for a couple more people to tune in and join us. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna be updating all the video settings and then we'll kind of get started from there. But yeah, I just wanted to welcome you guys. I'm super excited to have you guys here with me today. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what the market has to offer and kind of go from there. Also, like I said, if you guys are new, introduce yourselves in the chat box. Don't be shy, guys. I do read every single comment. So feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And we're gonna get started shortly, okay? So give me a few minutes, guys. I'm just gonna update a couple things here and then we'll get started. We do have some CPI news as well. So some US news coming out. So that's gonna be obviously affecting price as well. So we just do have to trade with a little bit of caution. But yeah. Welcome to all of our new members as well. Just want to welcome you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day, amazing morning or afternoon, wherever you guys are joining in from. So okay, so I'm gonna let our Telegram group know that we're live. Let's go. We are going to begin shortly, guys. So give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna read the comments in a second. Okay. All right. Almost there, guys. Okay, I should be good there. Okay, I'm gonna read through the comments here, guys. We're gonna get started. All right, guys, we're at 3 likes. Can we get it to 10? Let's go. Okay, guys, so welcome here. We've got Anwar here. Do you trade CPI, bro? No, typically I just like to stay away from news. I trade after the impulse. Depending on whatever ends up happening, then we react to the news. We try not to predict what the market will do, just because to me that's a little bit more risky and it just becomes like gambling, so I'd rather not. Okay, so Kanan, good morning, good evening. Buddha, yo, what's good? Pedro, let's go. What's good, man? What's good? Martin, hi, I'm in South Africa. Good afternoon, Martin. Welcome. Guys, can we get it to 10 likes? Let's go. We got 11 people here this morning and I'm super excited to have you guys. Okay, so we're gonna begin. We're gonna get started, guys. We have already got enough people here tuning in. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. As you guys know, we're live every single day, Monday to Friday, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eric, good morning, my man. Good morning. So what I'm gonna do is before we actually start diving a little bit more deeper, I'm going to put the link here for our free Telegram group. So if you haven't joined the family, make sure you guys join our Telegram group. I'm gonna put the link there in the video description. And it's also, I just shared it right now in the chat box, okay? So I look forward to seeing you tune in our Telegram group. It's absolutely free to join. Okay, guys, we're gonna get started. What are we looking at? We're expecting, obviously, CPI news, okay? The overall forecast is 0.6 and previous was 0.4. However, we don't know what's gonna happen at this moment. The overall expectation could be, a little bit higher. We don't know. So dependent on that, that's gonna affect, obviously, the US dollar, and dependent on that is also gonna affect gold. So obviously we're going to trade it regardless. We're going to see what we could do, guys. And I do plan on sticking a little bit longer with you guys. I've been crazy busy with a couple other stuff. So I want to see if I can spend a little bit more time with you guys this morning. So, okay, we got Tom. Let's go, Tom. Hi, Pedro. We've got Servi. Hello, bro. How are you? Thank you, man. I'm doing well. How you doing? JJ, let's go. Let's go, Bobby. Yes, we got Lawrence here. Lawrence, what's good, bro? Let's go. Let's get it. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the charts, guys. Okay, so what are we looking at here? The thing is, here's the thing, and I'm going to teach you guys this, the reality of it and the way I personally like to always look at it. And trust me, this is when I really started to see a change in my trading. When I really started to look at the bigger picture. And I know, like, for example, me as a trade trader, I always need to look at the bigger picture because this will help me dictate the overall direction of the market. If I don't look at the bigger picture, then I'm pretty much at this point just jumping into a pool expecting it's not going to be as deep as I think it is, right? But if I look at the bigger picture and I see it from the higher end, or I see it from inside and I'm like, damn, this is deep, right? This pool is hella deep. I shouldn't have, I just jumped into the pool not knowing it's that deep, especially if I don't know how to swim, right? So it's always good to understand. And again, the way I look at the markets and the way I have found, success in that way, because like I said, I'm not even close to where I want to be, but, is looking at the bigger picture. So if we look at the bigger picture, guys, we can understand one of two things. We understand that gold has been pushing to the downside for the longest time, okay? We know that. That is very, very clear. However, we also need to realize that we have also stalled out at a level where pretty much price is failing to create a new higher high. Now, keep in mind, as I mentioned before, typically price, when it pushes down like this and it starts failing to create a new lower low, okay, typically price will start ranging. And so this is what I've been telling you guys for the longest time that I saw with gold. I said, if we come to this level and we don't reject it and we create a new higher high, people will think that we're starting to look for new buy setups. However, I don't see that happening, at least not anytime soon, I don't think. Until we actually get some sort of a retracement. And if, let's say, we come back at the retracement level and we see nice heavy wick rejections, then we can probably see finally a breakout. But as of right now, you can see we've been bouncing back and forth between these two levels. This is the bottom level here, and this is the higher level here. So at this point, we could see that price is starting to stall out here, even on the daily, okay? If we narrow it down to the 4 hour, we could see that the overall direction is starting to shift. Now, price has been ranging. So this to me tells me that either it's holding this level of support or we may see a break of this level of support. Now, what happens when we're stuck in a range, right? Anything could happen, guys. We could actually keep going a little bit higher. That could be a possibility, right? Maybe this is it. Maybe gold is going to continue to go higher from here and this range finishes off like that, right? My expectation, I think gold will push back down to this level structure before it actually even considers pushing a little bit higher and finally breaking out of this resistance area. That's just my overall outlook. But again, everyone looks at things a little bit differently. So don't feel bad if you look at the market a little bit different, guys. That's just part of how it is. I think it's going to have a little bit more of a complex pullback. So we could see price slowly come back down, and we might see it melt, and then see price kind of hold a level of support. You can see, yeah, so we've got a little bit of resistance support. So, you know, remember this is a zone, right? So maybe it might come down like up to like this area here. And then if we kind of highlighted it from here, look, we got support over here on the left hand side, a little bit of resistance, right? So we could probably see it come down at least to this kind of area over here, right? And also we see this huge wick rejection over here on the 1 hour time frame. We saw that gold actually did try to push to the upside, and we can see that clearly the bulls lost their momentum. There was a lot of indecision here, and the bears really took control. Instead, the bear said, no, that's not going to happen. And so that's what ended up happening there, guys. So if we narrow it down to the 30-minute, let's see if there's anything right now. I don't really see anything at this given time. The only thing I can see really is price is starting to kind of form this kind of a wedge pattern formation here, or I guess you could say channel. But again, price is just ranging at this given time. So we are just kind of waiting for some sort of a breakout. All right, guys, welcome in. I'm just reading now the comments again. So we're at 7 likes, guys. We got 15 people here. What's going on? Anyways, guys, I really appreciate it. If you enjoy these live streams, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button for me. Give you a nice thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna read through the comments here. Hey, how is today, bro? Yeah, looking good, my man, looking good. I am yo. Morning to all. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay. We're going to continue on, guys. So again, similar concept here with the dollar index. So what can we expect here with the dollar index? What's going on with Dixie? Overall, do you guys remember from yesterday when I said the Dixie will be pushing higher? Do you guys remember this bullish flag I created, guys? I didn't create it for nothing. I'll tell you that. Do you guys remember this, right? Look at this, guys, clear as water. Look at this. Look at this bullish flag, right? I told you guys that I was expecting price to push off and bounce from here, and price exactly did it exactly as expected. Now, does this mean that I'm always going to be right? No, of course not. No one is going to be right 100% of the time. Trading is basically, it's all about probabilities, guys. And when you focus on the highest probable setups, you will most likely have a really good chance of succeeding in your trading, guys. Right? But just because I have a certain amount of times and ratios are higher that I'm able to not predict, but I guess you could say my edge helps me really pretty much do well in most of my trades, right? And 80% of the time I win. Yes, that's called having an edge in the markets and having a trading plan that actually works, right? But there's going to be times, and that's why we as traders, we always have to focus, guys, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Is we have to focus on not over trading, because when a trade does not go in our favor, this will not affect our account. The problem is a lot of times as traders, we like to over leverage and blow our entire account, or risk our entire account, or risk half of our account, like 50% of our account on one single trade. So of course, yeah, you're gonna blow everything. And trust me, I was there. I've been there before. You know what I mean? But that's not my best advice for sure, is to always manage your risk and be patient, guys. Patience and discipline pays. As much as that sounds like cliche and that's every trader says that, or this is, but if they say it, is because it's the truth. If you don't learn to be patient and understand that the market sometimes won't give us opportunities, okay? Or the market sometimes will be moving slow, right? You'll struggle. It'll be a bit tough, guys. I'm telling you, I'll be honest with you, right? So what am I seeing here? To be honest, I'm seeing some sort of like, I'll show you here on the dollar index right now. I'm seeing an inverted head and shoulders. Something like this, guys. Look at this. You guys see that? Yeah. So what are we going to see here happen? I most likely will see one of two things happen right now. And clearly, as you can see my arrow there, price is going exactly as I mentioned. We may see some sort of retracement on Dixie. So I may see Dixie come down here, hold the neckline as a level of support. If price is able to hold this level of support, then we can expect a nice clean continuation to the upside and pretty much target our higher levels. That's what I'm looking at, guys, overall. What does that mean though? If the dollar gains strength, what will happen to gold? Right? You guys get it? Let me know in the chat box, guys, if you're understanding what I'm telling you guys. And then also welcome to all of our new members that are tuning in. Super excited to have you guys. Let's go. Guys, we're at 11 likes. Can we get it to 15? Let's go. We got Stetco here. Hello, Pedro. I never asked you how long it took you to get money out of the market. Oh, damn, man. Bro, trust me. I would say crypto, it took me two years to really start making money trading crypto on leverage. But Forex, I would say I really started seeing results. It was almost about a year and a half. That's when I really started like, okay, I'm making some extra money here. I'm making some extra money. So about a year and a half, that was really when my everything just clicked. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Trust me, all it really takes is one day for you to be like a light bulb to click, right? But I don't know why it was. And funny enough, because crypto is much more volatile, I was pretty like, my analysis overall in crypto was pretty good, because like I told the wife, like when I told her, I said, we're at 3K right now and I see this thing bouncing like crazy. You know what I mean? And I looked at all-time highs. I looked at previously, you know, okay, price came up to 20K. You know, we're kind of bottoming out at this level of support, whatever. And so, you know, thank God we got in. And then it peaked. I remember our portfolio peaked like over 120K, man. I looked at my account and I was like, damn, I think I have I gotta find the screenshots. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Like the point is, that account, we ended up selling off and we paid off like some debts we had. We paid off our cars. The wife paid off she had a Mercedes. She paid off the Mercedes. I paid mine off. I used to have a C300, C350 actually, white on white, paid it off. But yeah, like, I mean, the thing is, guys, I'm not huge on like showing off and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I know one of you guys asked me like, what's a Forex trader that you really look up to? I really look up to Hannah Forex, man. She's really humble, like really humble girl, man. And that's kind of what I want to do. You know what I mean? With this channel, I want to give you guys as much nuggets, as much value. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys. You know what I mean? So we'll see what ends up happening overall with the channel here, and the whole idea is, you know, to support you guys as much as possible. I don't plan on, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, this isn't that, you know what I mean? I don't really like that, you know what I mean? I don't really like to show off and stuff. If anything, I like to like enjoy traveling. I like family. Family is a big thing for me. Okay, so let's continue on. Gold will go up if USD will go down, in my view. Yes. Okay. If USD will pump, gold will dump. Yes, that is correct, guys. That is correct. Survey, say hi to me, bro. Say hi to me, bro. Yeah, no problem, bro. Welcome. Avon, say it again about gold. Good analysis. I'm happy to be here. Martin, thank you so much. Appreciate it, my man. Avon, don't worry, we'll take a look at gold again. I'll explain it in a second. If dollar index buys, gold sells. That's correct. That is correct. Scalping against short-term gold will fill dollar as a chance to go to 112.40. There we go. Setco, sheesh. Let's get it. Yeah, no, I going back to my story, and then we're gonna look at the charts, guys. Going back to my story, we were able to obviously, aside from everything, right, we had like family support and stuff like that. My you know, we had some money there and everything. We had my, you know, parents help out and stuff like that, but we worked really hard to get to where we are today, guys. I'm telling you right now, we worked really hard. And one of the benefits when we just bought our home was we did, in order to close the house and pay some of the lawyers and stuff, was part of what we had originally invested in Bitcoin. So when we sold off, I told the wife, I'm like, yo, we're looking at 47K. We have to take our profits now. I think this is the cutoff. That's it. because I was hoping for 100K for Bitcoin alone, but because we had about 2 Bitcoins at the time and we had a couple Ethereums, bro, we put in like in Shiba Inu, just for the hell of it, we put in like 7K. I flipped it over to like 14K. But again, I'll give you an example. I'll give you guys an example, and we're gonna go into the charts. I'll just give you one testimony. I put 500 bucks into an NFT. Okay, it was called like Fat Ape Club. It wasn't the Bored Ape Club. It was called Fat Ape Club. I came late to the party, but still, I grabbed that one. It had rarity, like I don't know what rarity it was. It was like super rare or whatever. I flipped it to 8K US. That's almost 10K Canadian. I sold it because it had a rarity or whatever. Long story short, I made 10K. Bought a car, bought a cheap car. Then I flipped that car for 14K. Okay, the hustle's real, guys. Okay, but after that, so I bought the car for 7K, flipped it for 14. But listen to this: the 3K that I had, I put it in and reinvested it into like Goat Club or something. I forgot it was called like Goat something, or whatever, and other NFTs. And then I unfortunately I lost it. Like then the market went to crap, and then I lost that money. So what I'm saying is, you're not always gonna win. Okay, guys, that's just kind of what I'm trying to say is you're not always going to win. You're going to lose money. It sucks. Like that $3,000, I could have just kept it or enjoyed it to myself, went on a trip on Cancun or something, you know what I mean? But I lost it. It is what it is, right? So that's part of the game, right? So, okay, we're going to continue on here. I'm going to read the comments and we're going to get started, guys, here, dive a little bit more deeper. Tom Brooks, let's get it. US dollar, gold negatively correlated. Yes. Dixie, USD goes up. Yes. Gold goes down. Dixie likely bullish today. Gold bearish. That is correct, guys. That is exactly what I'm seeing. NAS, we're going to take a look at NAS, my man. KR, yes, I have a buy limit on GBPUSD at 1.1160. Nice. Let's get it. Okay, USD JPY, please. Yeah, we'll take a look at USDJ. Jason, welcome, my man. Welcome, guys. Guys, we're at 13 likes. Can we get it? We got 30 people, guys, here. Can we get it to at least 20, guys? I really do appreciate the love and support. As you guys know, I come on live here for you guys, to help you guys, to support you. You know, we're live every single day, guys. So let's get it. So we know, basically, overall outlook, we know that gold, we're looking for a pullback. We're looking for sells for gold. And this is just my overall expectation. And if we look at the dollar index, we know that how the correlation works here, right? We can see that pretty much what I'm seeing here, at least, is some sort of an inverted head and shoulders pattern formation. But even since yesterday, like I mentioned, I had this line drawn up and I said, well, if we hold this level of support, we can see a continuation to the upside for the dollar index. If that happens, we know what happens with gold, and golds will most likely melt. Okay, so let's go on to NAS. What are we expecting on for NAS, guys? For NAS, we always want to look at the bigger picture, so let's go up to the daily and see. So we know one or two things. We know we're pretty much at a major level of structure. If we look over here on the weekly, we can see that we're pretty much at a level of support. However, I do need to mention something. We're holding this level of support right now, and this looks like a very weak bullish candle. So one of two things. This candle could close bearish, okay? Or I could see price probably either bounce off from this level and continue to go back higher, because it's looking like, let's go up here to the weekly. It's looking like some sort of a potential, it's bottoming out, like some sort of a double W pattern. And if we go up to the 4 hour, we had a strong push to the downside, right? We had finally Nasdaq break below. This is what I told you guys to sell, as well as here we were looking at buys, but we knew that this was a major level of structure. We had price, oh shoot, hold on. We had price break below. And now, let me clear the charts here. Actually, let me start fresh. Let me see what I'm looking at here. And it's good that I'm just showing you, this is kind of how I look at the markets, guys, and understand that, you know, everyone looks at it differently. Some people use trend lines, some people don't. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you could really look here and be like, okay, well, this is an upwards trend. We saw a break of the structure. We saw a nice clean double top. Overall, what I'm seeing is we're starting to push back up. And what I see is price probably either one of two things. Either price coming back down to the lows over here, which is most likely what I'm expecting. We are seeing a retracement. So even if we put our moving average here, if we get a rejection of our moving average here on, let's say, the 1 hour, which is pretty much touching at this point, I'm expecting NAS to probably melt from here. That could be a possibility even if I move my 50 moving average. We got a cross of the moving averages, okay? And also we did also break this upwards momentum, this upwards trend line. So we got an impulsive move here. And so what I'm seeing is a correction. Now, if we want to see where price could potentially go, we could pull our fibs if we like, and we can expect maybe price come up and reject here on the 50. And then probably around 9:30, we may see price melt. However, if we see price already starting to melt around this area, then we can see a clean continuation to the bottom level over here. And that's kind of where I'm targeting NAS 100 as a level where price may continue to go down further. So that's kind of my overall expectation. Again, you know, the market could do anything at any given time, but that's kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys. I'm expecting price to retrace a little bit more and probably melt from here. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at overall, guys, for NAS. Okay, let's continue on here. We've got a couple more comments. Yes, we're going to take a look at USD JPY, and we'll kind of go from there as well. Akal, hello, new here. Welcome, Akal. Welcome to the family, my man. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell so that way you don't miss a single live stream. Ahmed here, USD CHF, please. Yeah, we'll take a look at USD CHF. ASI, USD JPY, yeah, we're gonna get there. And Raul, do you trade any news? No, I do not trade any news, man. I trade after the news. I try to just avoid it, to be honest. Okay, so let's say, for example, this candle closes bearish right here. We may expect a potential continuation to the downside. However, I kind of want to see price come up a little bit higher, although we are getting a clean rejection here because we could see support right here. Look, support, resistance, right? Resistance, support. So this is a level where maybe we might just see NAS melt from here. So even let's say you set your levels here, you were to get in here, right? We get ready for 9:30. We set our stops just a tad bit above, let's say we put it about there, 45. We target these lows. Okay. So, and then also, I'm going to show you something here, guys. Listen to this. Look at this. We got the impulsive move here, right? And we're doing a corrective move right now, but look at this. If we move it over, it's pretty much the exact same move we should expect price to do potentially. Okay. ASI, let's go. We love you, bro. Hey, love you guys too. And you guys have no idea how much I really appreciate the support I've received and the love, guys. So all of my love to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me every step of the way. And I want you guys to know that you can count on me as well. So let's get it, guys. We're at 18 likes. Can we get it to at least 25, guys? Let's go. I don't know what it is, guys, but I think I'm gonna start, because I know I look at the charts for you guys and stuff like that. But I'm going to start narrowing it down with what I show you guys in terms of what pretty much what pairs we look at, because what I'm finding is I have a lot of pairs open, pairs that I don't usually trade, and it's really confusing for me because like it's just a lot, right? A lot of trades that are opening up. So I want to start narrowing it down with trades that I personally trade. That way we can all focus on one thing. And that's the thing, guys. If I could give you guys one advice, focus on 1 to 2 pairs, max 3 pairs that you can study and master. Because if you start getting like you have there's some traders that do like 10 different pairs, and the problem with that is really overwhelming. You're gonna miss opportunities. You're not gonna look at the bigger picture. So one of the things I'm gonna mention now, I'm gonna start focusing a little bit more, even on the live streams, mainly on pairs that I usually trade. So it'll be NAS 100, GBPUSD, GBP odd, okay, gold, and probably odd USD. Those are kind of the main ones that I personally trade. Okay, if I get the chance, I'll take a look. For example, USD JPY, I'm getting that really requested. So we're going to take a look at USD JPY. I know we have a couple members asking, so we're going to look at it. But just to give you an idea, guys, even me that I've been trading for over 6 years now, there's times where if you do too much, you know, it's not good. You want to focus and narrow your focus on 1 or 2 things. That's it. Okay, so let's continue on here. We got Lauren. Welcome, Lauren. No worries. Don't worry. We're going to be here a little bit longer today, so it's all good. Okay, so what are we looking at USD JPY? We're gonna clear the charts. You can see that price is respecting our level here anyways, and we actually, even on the pullback, we were still able to profit. I did mention a sell here. If we go back into a few days of the live stream, we were looking, I believe it was last week, we were looking at sells, or the beginning of the week, and price ended up going in our favor. Now, what are we seeing here, guys? Let's go up to the daily and see where we are with USD JPY. So we could see that price is actually kind of respecting this level of structure. We could see that it's holding this level of support. We're actually doing a corrective move. So price is pulling back at our level here. And so what we could expect potentially is price to bounce off from here. As long as price respects this level of structure, we can expect a rejection of this level. Now, if we narrow it down to the 4-hour, we could see that we are still pushing to the downside. The overall direction is to the downside, right? I wouldn't draw like a specific trend line or anything per se, but we could just see that the overall direction is to the downside. However, now that we're looking at it this way, I can kind of see that price is starting to form some sort of an descending wedge pattern formation. So what does this mean? One of two things could happen. Either we get a break below, okay, and it'll look similar to this kind of move. We get a break. Remember, we wait for the strong momentum, guys, okay? Strong momentum to the downside, okay? We wait for the retest, okay? We want to reject this major level that we just broke, right? We want to retest it, because if we don't retest it and we don't wait for this candle push, let's say the strong momentum we get isn't strong and it doesn't close below, okay, then to me this could be literally a wick. It could create a huge wick, okay, like the size of this could literally wick back up. Look at this wick over here on the left, guys. Look at that huge wick, okay? It could literally create a huge wick and then push back up, and this is where a lot of traders fail, and I don't want you guys to fail. I want you guys to be successful in your trading. I want you guys to succeed, okay? And so this is a move that we may expect for USD JPY. However, I don't think that's the move I'm personally looking for. I'm expecting price to actually break above, which will be a final breakout out of this descending wedge. And so we may see a break above, okay, and then we wait for the pullback retracement. Then we want to see price hold this level of support, okay, and then this is where we get in on clean entries, and we actually target pretty much the highs of this descending wedge or triangle pattern, okay? That's kind of what we look for, and that's kind of what we can expect. Knowing this is the 4-hour, we can then narrow it down to the lower time frames, and this will give us much better entries and a better understanding as to where price is currently moving. So now we know that we pretty much failed to create what? A lower low at this point, and it's pretty much looking like a inverted head and shoulders pattern formation. I mean, it's just kind of like what I'm seeing. I'm not saying it's a perfect inverted head and shoulders. It'll never be textbook or anything like that. But we could see that we're pretty much creating an inverted head and shoulders at a bottom of a range or a level of structure. So again, we may see some sort of a move here. This could be either a corrective move and fail and not push above this neckline, or it could be a move to the upside. If it's a move to the upside, it will be a strong push, guys. Keep that in mind. So if price breaks to the upside, it will be a strong push to the upside or a strong push below. Guys, you already know I got my black tea here, guys. You know what's good. Shout out to Starbucks. Okay. If anyone's wondering, and you want the secret magic drink here, it's black tea. It's Trenta black tea, no ice, no water, no cane sugar, just straight black tea, guys. This stuff helps you suppress your hunger, and it's high antioxidants. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. Reading through the comments here. Okay, so less pairs is more accurate. That's right, Lawrence. Let's get it. We've got someone here, Amaterasu, stop line. No one knows it's not. Who's going to long for the dollar news? Measurable. Not sure what you're talking, man. Okay, let's continue on. Tom Brooks, GBP odd looks like a double/triple top at support. Let's take a look at GBP odd, guys. Let's go. Guys, if you understood that explanation, smash that like button for me, guys. Okay, and let's continue on. Okay. We're going to take a look at GBP odd. This is actually one of my favorite pairs. That's why I have it highlighted here. It's one of the pairs I actually look at personally, and I trade, and I've learned a lot with. I like how GBP odd respects price a lot. So it respects key levels here. And so let's go back to Tom. Let's see, Tom, what you're saying. Looks like a double or triple top at support. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, like this level here where it's coming up. Yeah. Okay, good point. So let's go up to the daily. Let's see what we can expect here, guys. So we know that we had a double top on the higher time frame. So the daily, we could see it's a clear double top, and one of two things: clear double top, we see the neckline, we also broke below our major level of structure. So we know, again, why do we look at the higher time frames? Because this helps us give us an idea of the overall direction of the market. Okay, look at this. Once we look at things like this, we have no indicators, by the way. I've got my RSI here at the bottom and my 20 and 50 moving average. These are the only moving averages I really reference to, but other than that, I don't really trade with indicators. We focus on market structure, guys, and basic price action. This is what's going to help us take our trading to next levels, is when we really focus on price action. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We know that pretty much we've broken below this level of structure. Okay, we had that double top, and now we're breaking the neckline, and now we're retesting the neckline. However, if we narrow it down to the 4 hour, to me, this could be completely invalidated, or it could be just pretty much collecting more buy orders to pretty much confuse people to think that it's going to go up, and then it actually will end up melting. We can kind of see here, even on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at this, or the 1 hour might be even better. Look at this, guys. What does that look like to you? Starting to look like an ascending wedge pattern formation. Okay, you see that? So one of two things: it could react to this level and reject this level high, because we know it's a major level structure. We're pretty much at the neckline, guys. Okay, so one of two things. Tom, this is good that you pointed it out. One of two things could be either price rejects. If we get a nice rejection here on the higher time frame, we can expect a continuation to the downside, a clean opportunity of sells, and so we are pretty much at a crucial point right now for GBPUSD. Even here, looking at the daily, the 4 hour, it's looking pretty bullish, I'll be honest with you. So we may actually see a breakout. Could be a possibility. If we get a breakout, then this is gravy for us, because we can clearly just wait for the retest. We got a strong momentum push, we wait for the retest, we get in on the retest, and we look for buying opportunities. Okay, so that's kind of what we can expect. And look, we can kind of target these highs. So there we go. We already have clarity on its own. Now, if it breaks below, similar concept, right? If we break below, then we can see a clean continuation. We wait for the retest, reject this level, and use it as a level of resistance. And when price pulls back, and if it does reject this level, this will be an even stronger confirmation that we can expect price to continue to go down further. Now, Pedro, how far could price go? Well, we never really know. Like, trading is all about probabilities, like I always tell you guys. But most likely we would target the lows of this triangle pattern formation, right? So that would be probably where I would see price come down to. Give me 1 sec here. There we go. It's a little bit messy there, guys. All right, so we're gonna go back here. Give me 1 sec. Okay, what's going on? We've got here someone spamming the chat. All right, can you not spam the chat, guys? I really do appreciate it. We're not here. We're not going to tolerate this type of, I don't know what this guy's saying. Done. I'm sorry, I'm not going to tolerate that here in the channel, guys. No negativity. This guy's going off. I'm here to help you guys and help you guys level up on your trading. I'm not here to tolerate people thinking how you should do things or not. Sorry. Okay. Okay, what's the prediction with gold with CPI? Again, I'm expecting gold to melt, you know, dependent if the dollar is weak. We want to focus on the aftermath, guys, okay? We don't want to be focusing on predicting what the market can do, because no one knows what the market could do. We have to be very careful. CPI is really, really strong news, and we don't want to be messing with CPI, because otherwise we'll be stuck gambling, okay? If we're here stuck trying to predict what price may do, then it becomes a gamble, guys, okay? We don't want to do that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so wow, I've never seen someone spam a chat like that. Crazy. Okay, Lauren, let me see. I don't want to miss any other comments here. GBI, look, Tom, that was good find there. Okay, so gold overall expectation sells. Lauren, what would you look in for a trade for GBP odd? Okay, you just answered yes. So that's my expectation there, okay? But remember, guys, I know it sucks, and I know, trust me, it sucks waiting, but it's the best thing to do is to wait. You know, similar to similar to kind of what I was mentioning earlier. The less trades you take, the better. You know what I mean? You have to remove that, because when I first started, I just wanted to get in, be in trades, right? It's not like that, guys. The less you trade, the better. The more you focus on quality over quantity is 100 times better. Tom Brooks, good work, gone. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's crazy. Like, I don't understand some people. You can literally be giving people like straight value for free or whatever, helping them out, and sometimes it's not enough, I guess. But either way, guys, I as you guys know, even in our personal groups, in our chat group, we always want to be respectful for everyone. We always want to be respectful with each other. We're one big family, guys. I'm here to support you, even like everywhere, guys. You guys know that, like, even in my inner circle, I answer the questions. I'm here to support you, like, you know what I mean? Even on the free group chat, if you guys look at the free group chat, I woke up this morning and I literally saw Becky. She had a question. No one answered the question. I answered it. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, Becky, you know, so when you see more touch points at a support and resistance level, that means that level is respected, right? So I'm here to support you guys. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to, but again, obviously I'm one person, so it's really difficult for me to keep up sometimes, right? So, okay, guys, I'm going to put the link here for the free Telegram group, guys. So if you haven't joined our Telegram group, guys, I'm not sure what you're doing. You're missing out. We have a free Telegram group in there as well. And so we're going to continue on. Also, guys, we're going to just move on and look at what we can look at. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Again, remember, price, what is it going to do? It might push up and create a huge wick, and what? We maybe start looking for buys, because some people will see, oh my gosh, look, we got a strong momentum, right? And then look, we got the pullback, we got the correction, and now we're looking at buys. Problem is, a lot of the retail traders, you know, will look at, okay, we're looking at buys now, right? And so we have to look at the markets at how the market makers look at it, right? How do these guys look at it? Well, let's try and stall them out and see if we can make it look like price is going to go up for GBP odd and then actually melt it. And then you're like, why did it melt, right? That's pretty much why, you know what I mean? Because it's really collecting a bunch of buy orders before it actually pushes down to the downside. Now, if it pushes again, what we want to see though is if price, for example, GBP odd pushes with a strong momentum. Now, right, what are we looking at? Strong impulsive move, okay? A strong momentum move. Then yes, we wait and we get on the correction, right? On the pullback, and then we look for buys, right? But if it's just like a slight little move up and then you're like, okay, we're looking for buys, that's not going to cut it, because we could get a huge wick. Look at the left-hand side. Look at that wick right there, guys. Look at that wick right there. Look at this wick over here, right? Right? So there's a lot of ways about it. Like, let's say even here, like you would have thought, okay, we're looking at, you know, price strong momentum move. Look, we're getting the pullback. We're holding this level of support. Look for buys, right? No, look, price started pushing up, and then what happened? Boom, it melted, right? So that's how we look at it, guys, overall. Let's go to GJ and see what's going on with GJ, okay? So GJ, I was looking at GJ sells, and as you can see, price did actually end up going as expected. However, we missed an entry. We were expecting it to pull back a little bit more. That's why I didn't call this out, because we were expecting price to actually pull back a little bit more further. Now, I'm going to move this moving averages. We want to focus on basic market structure. That's the main focus. You guys could see my lines are all kind of pointed out here. And my overall expectation for GJ at this point, to be honest, I know a lot of people were looking for GJ buys. But overall, if you look at it, we're kind of back to square one. Why? Well, we're pretty much broken. We're failing to create a new higher high at this point. Remember, I told you guys, I said, guys, we're pretty much, you could see that we have been slightly trending to the upside, okay? And we're pretty much at the bottom of this upwards trend line on the bigger picture. On the higher time frames, that's kind of where we're at, right? Okay, so we may see one or two things happen. We may see price come back up, and let me just delete this here. We may see price come back up for GJ, okay? And reject this level once more before it actually ends up pushing down lower. Could be a possibility, right? We could see price come back up here and then melt. That's kind of what I'm seeing right now. However, if we break above these highs, we would need to see, for me to start considering buys, I need to see GJ break above this level structure right here. Okay, so I need to see an impulsive move breaking these level highs over here. Okay, impulsive move, we wait for the retest, and then we look for buys, which again, that would kind of go in correlation with our upwards trend here that we have. Okay, you guys with me? You guys understanding that? Do you see the upwards trend? Yeah. If we don't, then what happens? We're back into this range that I was talking about for the longest time, guys. Look at the, do you remember the range I was talking about a couple weeks ago? And I said, guys, look, we're in this range, right? You guys also remember when I told you guys, okay, we had a fake out here and then price pushed back up? Remember one thing, guys, with fake outs, what happened? Price pushed up almost immediately back up. Look at this. We had some sort of an overlap here and price came back up and it's failing to push higher. It's failing to create a higher high at this point. It's not even a higher high because if you look at it, I've drawn out my other lines and we're looking like we're creating another channel here, and we can expect probably price to reject this level because we're at a major level of structure. Look at this major level structure here, right? So we've kind of broken slightly below it. However, we could also look at it as this upwards trend line here too. So we could see price actually pushing a little bit higher. So we're just kind of at a make or break point, right? And we don't even need to have the trend lines. We could just kind of look at price as it sits and realize, okay, where are we? Let's mark off our levels here, right? The trend lines are just, they're just there to give you a little bit of guidance, but it's not, I don't really I focus on major levels of structure, okay? Which is the most important thing here. So we can see the daily starting to react here at this level, but if we go up to the 4 hour, okay, what are we looking at overall? Well, we could see that we are still, you know, creating a lower high, okay? And so right now at this point, we need to see some sort of a break either to the downside, okay? And so if we get that break, similar, same concept, right? Then we wait for the retest, we look for a continuation to the downside, okay? And then if we get a break above, then same thing, we wait for the retest and we look for a continuation to the upside. These are major levels, as you can see. And if I draw this out here, okay, where price needs to react, we're at a major crucial level that we don't know yet where the overall direction could be, because we're pretty much just overlapping this level of support. And so overall, I'm not looking at price creating higher highs at this point. We've also broken below previous low at this level. This was the previous low. You clearly see it here, right? Previous low here, we've broken it below. So I'm expecting, to be honest with you guys, I'm actually expecting it to continue to go down further. But again, I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. We're at 26 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 30? Let's go. If you understood that explanation, smash that like button for me, guys. I really do appreciate it. Ikal, thank you for your advice. I really need this. Hey, Cal, welcome to the family, my man. I'm sure, I think it's your first time here. I haven't seen you before, but welcome. Yumani, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brad, let's go. Sir, any prediction for gold? Gold, we're looking at a potential pullback, so I'm expecting gold sells, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. Don't worry, I'll always keep you guys in the loop. So that's kind of my overall expectation. But again, price could do anything at any given time. We do have some CPI news, so we do have to trade with caution, guys. Okay, we don't want to just jump into the markets blindly. We always want to trade with caution. We always want to be responsible when we look at the markets, and we always want to follow our plan, guys. Always, always, always follow through with our plan. Tom Brooks, great stuff on GBPUSD. A little complex right now. Yes, that's right. That is correct. Okay, Tony, let's go, Tony. We've got good morning, Pedro. Sorry, I'm about kind of late this morning. Hope you haven't missed a lot. No, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Big Joe. Hello, Pedro. Yes, good morning. Good morning to you, my man, as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big Joe's already part of the family too. Let's get it. Tom Brooks, GJ, pretty lines. Let's go. Yeah. Guys, I'm telling you, to me, it's like art. I really like looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is like straight art. I love looking at the lines. You know, and again, it's not necessary. You could just use it as just guidance, but you could just look at literally support and resistance, you know, certain areas and levels, and just kind of mark off your key levels, right? But it is pretty to look at your lines and stuff like that. But yeah, like overall, this is what I'm expecting, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm expecting GJ to probably continue to go down further. Let me clear off the charts here. I'm probably expecting it, knowing, again, let's go up to the daily here. I'm expecting GJ, if it breaks below, because we've kind of already broken below this level, even if we draw it here, we're still at a crucial level. You know, I just see weakness overall in the market. I just don't see bullishness. I see weakness, right? So, you know, we, for example, even this here, even if it's a little bit, but oh, hold on, give me one sec. Even if it's a little bit here, look, we've broken below and we've created a new lower low, essentially, right? This is the low, previous low, and this is the new low, right? So it is lower than the previous low, right? So that essentially, we did get the retest a little bit higher than we would have hoped for. But again, if you look at it, we're not creating higher highs. We're just creating a new lower high, okay? So, and then we could kind of narrow this down to the 4 hour. You can see our lines are starting to line up here and make a little bit more sense, okay? You guys getting it? Yeah? You guys understand that? So now that we know that, and this is a new lower low, this is a new higher low, we can expect either price maybe fake us out a little bit here and then continue to melt, right? So it might collect a couple more buyers. People are thinking, no, we're looking for buys, and then boom, melts, right? Could be a possibility, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at overall. Let's go back. So let's move on to GBPUS. So GBPUS, I was looking at GBPUS to push up from here. We can see that we are already getting some sort of a rejection. However, there's a lot of consolidation at this given time. So we are, you know, kind of moving to the sideways a little bit. We need to see some sort of a potential breakout. I could see price just kind of ranging a little bit. Even if we narrow it down to the 30-minute, excuse me, we can see that we are kind of consolidating. Now, why do I have an alert set below this level? I'm expecting sell setups below that level structure, because if we go up to the 4 hour time frame, okay, we can see that we have a huge clean traffic to the downside, okay? And let me just clear the charts here. Give me one sec. Let's see how much of a range we have. We have over 800 pip range, okay? So there's a huge window of opportunity that I could see price probably come back down. However, before price moves to the downside, if it does move to the downside, because we don't know, price might actually push up higher. We are looking at a consolidation and a ranging market. You can clearly see it, as clear as water, right? We had a fake out here, and this is the fake out that knocked out a lot of people, right? Even including us, we were looking at sell opportunities here on this retest, and then look what ended up happening. Price actually held this level of support and it pushed higher, right? So, but if you look at the bigger picture, it kind of makes sense as to why that happened. If we look at it back and we reference, it's always good to reference back and be like, what went wrong? You can see that this is a level of support, right? So not only that, it's a major level of support, and we failed to actually create a new lower low. What we want to see is price break our major level lows before we actually start looking for price to create a new higher high. At this point, if you realize it in the bigger picture, what is this looking like now? This is actually in reality still looking like it's ranging. It's not in a downwards trend yet. Okay. So that was the mistake that happened there, guys. That's pretty much what happened, right? So welcome to all our new members, guys. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments now. I'm gonna jump in here. Welcome, guys. We're at 38 people live right now. Can we get it to 40 likes, guys? We're at 28 likes. We've got 40 people live. If you enjoy these live streams, guys, please do me a huge solid and give me a thumbs up. If you're understanding the explanation I'm doing here, guys, let me know in the chat box below. Also, if you're new to the family, we're one huge family, guys, and we're growing every single day. I want you to know that you can count on me. You have my support, and we have an amazing community you can count on, guys. We have an amazing community of traders. It's called our Blessed Traders Academy. It's absolutely free to join, guys. I'll leave the link here in the chat box below. So feel free to join my Blessed Traders Academy, guys. It's absolutely free. Click the link and join our Telegram through there. Also, guys, I have my VIP inner circle. I'm going to leave the link in there. That is for people that are really looking to level up and really just want that extra support, that step-by-step kind of guidance and all that type of stuff. That's my VIP inner circle. So I'll put it all in there. Let me read through the comments here. GJ, pretty lines. Yes. Pops. Yes. Dad. Love you. Thank you for always supporting me, Dad. I love you so much. And he is live as well here with us. Okay, so let's continue on here. I agree with your GJ analysis. Yes, Tom, let's get it. You've got Tom. He's one of our family members here. He's been here for a while. Let's get it. Shout out to Tom. Zane, update on CPI. I think it's 8:30, guys. I think so, but that's good to always be aware. Yeah, see, 8:30, my man. No update yet. We'll probably be closer to the time, but don't worry, I'm gonna stick around with you guys, so it's all good. I'll be here right with you guys. We got Hi Pops, love to see you here. Thanks, Tom. I am Yo, let's get it, bro. Let's go. Appreciate the love, guys. I really do. We're at 32 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 40, guys? Let's get it to 40. Okay, I got a notification. EuroCAD crossing buy support area. Let's get it, guys. So we're gonna reference here. Give me 1 second though. Give me 1 second before I just get started here. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna get more water. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's continue on here. Okay. So we've got an alert here going off, guys. We're at 34 likes. Can we get it to 40, guys? We got 40 people live. Damn. Appreciate you guys. Family's growing day by day. Okay, let's continue on here. But thanks, Tom. Okay, perfect. Sam, welcome, Sam. Do you think the news will come higher than expected? It's kind of hard to say, my man. Like, it's really hard to predict what the news may do, but overall I think it might come higher, but we'll see what ends up happening. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way, and I'm here to stick it out with you guys. So I'm gonna this live, I'm probably gonna extend it a little bit longer, so I'll stick around with you guys. So we're gonna stick around as a family. You guys know that we're always here live every single day, guys. So all the new members that are just tuning in, if it's your first time here, guys, I can't stress this enough. Maybe you're struggling with your trading, maybe you're new to trading, whatever the case is. I want you guys to know that you have a community you can count on. You have a community that is here to support you. And like I said, I'm live here every single day. you know, I'm here to support you guys. I'm also here to help you simplify your trading. And so, yeah, look forward to seeing you guys join the family. All the new members that are tuning in, don't forget to hit the little notification bell, guys, and hit all notifications. If you don't do that, you're going to miss out on the live streams that I do sometimes in the evenings. You're going to miss out on other opportunities when I do come on live. Okay, so then let's continue on. So Euro CAD, we got an alert here. So buy support areas. We're going to come back. That's kind of what I'm looking at so far for GBPUS, and then we'll come back and reference, guys. But Euro CAD, seems like we got an alert here because I was looking at Euro CAD yesterday. I am clearing some of these pairs. Like I said, I don't want to be looking at way too many pairs here. What's going on? I think my charts got cleared, guys. Okay, so I think what I saw yesterday was that price was going to push down below. Okay, and this is kind of what I saw. I wanted to see price come back down and melt, and that's what price ended up doing. That's why I had this alert here. So I'm expecting price to reject this level. Okay, this is another level here. Okay, you clearly see it. And so now what I'm expecting is a retracement. Okay, a nice clean retracement, and then we can get in on sells again. Okay, so that's kind of my overall expectation for Euro CAD. And so that's why I had the alert here as a buying support level. It could go down a little bit further. We could see over here, remember these are zones, so I could see it maybe come down a tad bit lower. And as long as on the pullback, price is able to respect this level structure. Okay, so on this retracement, we can expect a nice clean pullback at this level structure. If we see bearish candle formations form, so we see rejection of this level structure up here, then we can start looking for selling opportunities. We kind of set our targets here. You know, we could do like, I don't know, 15 pips if you want, if you will. Yeah, 15 pips. And then what we would target is a little bit lower because obviously we need to catch a little bit more. And I do see it probably coming down a tad bit lower. Could be a possibility of TP1 could be this level, and then TP2 could be a little bit lower down here, right? This could be TP2 down over here, right? So we could see price pushing a little bit higher. This would be TP1, TP2 would be around 66 pips. Again, this is a little bit longer term trade opportunity, but we've broken below these lows. That's why I'm looking for sells, because we've actually broken below this level structure, and we can expect a clean continuation, as well as we see this huge bearish move here. We can see that as a level that you know, price has actually pushed below this level structure, which is a major level. If we kind of move this across like this, it's actually a major level structure. So it's actually starting to break below. So it's actually quite significant, guys, the fact that it is breaking that level and we actually closed below it. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. I'm going to read through the comments. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Please do not be shy, guys. Feel free to comment below, guys. We're at 37 likes, guys. Let's go. We got the black tea. You guys know what's good. This helps me really focus, guys. Helps me suppress my hunger, but also really helps me with my trading, right? Sometimes you got to find something that works for you. You know what I mean? Drinks, whatever, coffee, tea, whatever that helps you laser focus, guys. That's the main focus when it comes to trading. You want to get in your zone. You want to focus on really just having clarity in your mind. You don't want to be thinking negatively of the markets. Remember, the markets could do anything at any given time, but basically you have to understand that whatever the outcome is, you're not going to let that affect you. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. Okay, perfect news. Tom Brooks possibly had a bit of a tough time with trading, but still going. Yes, let's go. It's okay, Tom. Remember, never give up. Keep going. That's right. Thank you for the love. Hear that, everyone. Don't give up. There's many people. Perfect. Okay. My family thinks. Okay, Tom, don't give up, my man. Do not give up. You are so close. You are pushing along, and I'm very proud of what you've done. So keep going. Khaled, gold. Yeah, we'll take a look at gold. Okay, we've got a question here. Lauren, I know this is silly, but under your chart it shows overbought and oversold. How does it know? So okay, no question isn't silly. Typically, like, I mean, I have it, the RSI basically is based off of like the momentum push, right? So if we got a strong push here, we could see basically it's oversold because of the levels that we have marked off here. I don't typically use the RSI, to be honest. I just have it there just because it's always good to see. And so basically at this level, you can see that we're pretty much anything below 40 is definitely oversold, and then anything above 80 is definitely overbought. So they're just, I don't know exactly what measures it takes, to be honest with you, because like I said, I don't really typically trade indicators, but all I know is that when it comes above this level, for example above 80, the market's push is that it's definitely been oversold. And technically, even without the indicator, as traders, we can already spot on, for example, in this case, we know we're pretty much overextended on oversold on the 30-minute. But if we look at the 1 hour, for example, take a look at this, or for example, the 4 hour, we can see that we still have a little bit more juice to the downside. Do you see this here? Like, it's not all the way down at this level where it would be considered oversold. It's not there yet. So that's why it's always good to don't base your analysis only on indicators. And this is where it gets tricky, because a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, like it's oversold, for example, right? Or overbought. So we're looking for sells. Yes, but also like you always want to look at the bigger picture and not just base your analysis off of this, right? Ignoring the indicator at this case, you could realize that, yeah, the 30-minute was telling us it's oversold, but look at this on the daily and the 4 hour, we're definitely not oversold yet. Right? Oversold will be probably a little bit lower down here. So that's kind of how you use it. Basically, if it's on the highs here, we can see that it's definitely oversold. And these areas here that you see, for example, this level here, actually, you know what? Why isn't it refresh? I changed the colors too. I think I just haven't refreshed my charts here. Give me one sec. But yeah, those levels that you see there, okay, I guess it didn't update there. Our levels were price touched a level of being oversold or overbought and oversold. So when you see this here, that means it's oversold. When you see this over here, it's overbought. But again, like I said, at the end of the day, you don't really want to, if you see oversold here, price came down here, look what price ended up doing. It bounced right off, right? But then also without the indicator, what do we see? Well, we know that we've been selling off for a while. So we know we're at a major level structure. Look at this major level structure. We got resistance, 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 right? Resistance and support. So we knew that even overall, we were going to bounce off from here, right? So at the end of the day, don't base it off of just indicators, because that won't help you with your trading long term, okay? I want you guys to focus on price action, because price action is what's going to help you succeed. Okay. Reading through the comments here, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to not miss out on a comment here. Ahmed, Pedro, miss you, friend. Welcome back. Thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate it. I know that lately I've been doing, like last 2 weeks, I've been doing 2 live streams. I've narrowed it back down to 1. I know that a lot of you do appreciate me coming in the evenings, but obviously, I've been pushing along a lot. Doing these live streams require a lot of my time. So I'm going to focus. As you guys know, I'm always here. I'm not leaving. I'm here every single day in the mornings, guys, at 7 a.m. So welcome to all of our new family members, guys. I'm going to read through here the comments. So just give me 1 second here. Okay, we've got Serial here, USD CAD. Yeah, we'll take a look at USD CAD, my man. We'll take a look at it in a second. Tom Brooks, thank you for your great words, both Pedros. Yeah, don't worry, Tom, man. Just keep going. Trust me, like it's gonna pay off. Trust me, it's gonna pay off. And trust me, if for example, if guys, if you feel like quitting or whatever the case is, just remember, if you quit, then you'll look back and be like, man, like I look at it now too, and I'm like, I wish I would have got introduced to Forex much sooner than when I got introduced to it. If I would have got introduced to Forex when I was like 19, and I have lots of students and members here actually that are like 17, 19, they're already trading. You know what I mean? It's like, if I would have had that advantage, I would have been, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, right? You live and learn, and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to go back and be like, oh, I wish I could have this, but you know what? I'm going to focus on actually, what I have now, and I'm going to focus on succeeding in the best that I can and not giving up, because I don't want to go back and be like, why did I give up? You know what I mean? Okay, let me continue here. Lauren, is the over under the same as the volume? Your explanation is really helpful. Oh, I see what you're saying. Overbought and oversold. Yes and no. Again, I don't really focus so much on it. I just have it there because I do like, for example, when it comes to indicators, I do recommend Lux Algo. I don't know who he is, but I do like how all of the indicators that he has are pretty clean. Like they're very easy to understand. But again, like if my best advice, if I could give you one tip, guys, don't focus so much on indicators. Okay, please, 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 let's focus on price action. Then later on I could do a video explaining, if you guys want, on how to use this. Now let's say, for example, you can use it as a level of confluence, right? For example, let's say let's see, what pairs do we have? We have some people asking here. USD CAD. Let's take a look at USD CAD, for example. And then we've got epics here for trade. Give me one sec, I want to read your comment here. Can we place a trade like sell stop below support level or buy stop above resistance level before CPI news, even if they catch the momentum? Yes, you can, but it's totally up to you. I don't recommend that. The reason why I personally don't recommend that is because what could happen is if you set, for example, a buy stop and a sell stop, and then gold, or for whatever reason, the US dollar, whatever, something spikes up, it knocks you into your buy stop, and then boom, it comes back down, it knocks you into your sell stop. Now you're kind of like you're screwed. You're gonna lose either way, right? So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you can. I know lots of people that do that. You know, and I respect whatever decision you make, my friend. But if you want my personal opinion, I don't really like to gamble when it comes to trading and stuff like that. I really want to focus on the most high probable setups. But you know, if that is something that you're comfortable with, then by all means, like, yeah, of course you could do that. You know what I mean? But it's just much more higher risk. Okay, because remember, the reason why at least I would consider it higher risk is because it could wake you up, and you guys know how news moves, right? It moves crazy, right? So if we know that if we put a buy stop at a certain level, let's say I put a buy stop here, let's say, for example, let's go to gold, right? And I put a buy, let's clear gold here for a sec, right? And I put a buy stop above here, okay? And I put a sell stop just below here, okay? And just hope for the best. What happens if price ends up doing something like this? Wicks up, right? We see a wick similar to what happened here. Look at this wick here, okay? It collected so much buy orders here, guys, and it faked out. Look, wick up, and then the news comes out, and then look what ends up happening with price. Wicks all the way up, closes just below. It's wicking like crazy because the news is coming out, and then boom, ends up melting. So what happened there? Look, you got yourself activated here on a buy stop and activated here on a sell stop. You're now losing on the buy stop, and then sell stop's going in your favor. You're pretty much just gambling at that point. But again, you know, I'm here to support you guys. I'm going to be upfront with you guys from the very get-go. I'm always going to be upfront. Okay, guys, welcome. Lauren, I hope you understood that. I know there's a lot. I know it's confusing and stuff like that, but overall, I want you to focus, especially Lauren, she's one of my students here. I want you to focus on basic market structure. Then later on, I can show you other stuff, and I'm going to be showing you guys as we go on how to use, you know, moving averages, how you know, when we see a cross of the moving average, the 20, the 50, how I use it as a level of confluence for me to be placing trade opportunities, right? But again, what we want to focus on, especially if we're starting out, is just market structure. Basic price action is key. I'm telling you guys, it's key for your success. Okay. Does the stochastic give any value? I don't really trade stochastic, Tom, so I don't know what to tell you on that end. I have heard some traders do like using it, but again, it really kind of falls into the same kind of thing, the same line. Like the RSI, the only thing I guess you could say, and I'll explain it to you guys, that I could see some sort of value in, and for example, the RSI, let's go to a trade here that we were seeing. Okay, so let's say, for example, GU. So GU, we're kind of bouncing off. We're nowhere ranging at this point. Right, we're in a range, and we're pretty much at this level here. Okay, so if we go to GU, let's say the 4 hour, okay, we're kind of in the middle. Does the indicator give us any sort of help, or does it tell us anything? No. But if we go down to the 30-minute, we can already see it's just kind of ranging at this point, right? Now, if we move over here, do you see how we were pretty much oversold here at this point, right? So the indicator was telling us here, the RSI, that essentially we were oversold, and we can expect now price to potentially bounce off from this area. And look what price exactly ended up doing. But the thing is, you can't solely just depend on that. We also had our levels marked off. We knew that price had pushed down to this level. We had a strong momentum push. So what do we expect? Some sort of an exhaustion. After a strong push like this, we always expect exhaustion. And so that's why price bounced off, because it was actually a major level of support and resistance. But if you focus on, like say, you're just starting out, you just focus on the indicator, you look at it on the 30-minute and you just look at the RSI and you say, okay, it's oversold, I'm getting on buys. The problem is you're going to be getting into the trade blindly. Seen a few news, but best to stay out, get in after the news when volatility or volatile move is more predictable. That is correct. Shout out to Tom. He's been a part of the family for quite some time. So shout out to you, Tom. I'm very proud of, your level of knowledge in trading has, it's like you're doing well. Like sooner enough, you'll start seeing results. Trust me. So really impressed with that. So yeah, let's continue on here, guys. In the meantime, like I said, we have 7 more minutes for news. And again, what is the overall expectation? Remember, I told you guys, look at the retracement. It's already happening, guys, on the dollar. Look at my arrow, beginning of the live stream. What did I tell you guys? We got the inverse head and shoulders. What our major level structure. Yesterday, I told you guys, we're going to see an impulsive move and a rejection of this level structure. Look at the impulsive move. Look at the pullback. Price is moving exactly as expected. Now, remember, just because most of the times I'm able to understand what the market is doing, that doesn't mean I'm always going to be right. I want you guys to understand that, okay? And whoever claims that they're going to be right all the time is lying to you, because trading involves risk and involves losses. Losses are a part of trading, guys, okay? I can't stress that enough. But when you manage your risk, you're still ahead, guys. If you made in one trade, for example, you made whatever, an X amount of money. Let's say you profited $100, right? And you lost 30 because you managed your risk the way it should be. You're still up $70, right? So risk management is really important, guys. So we'll wait for the pullback. Should be expecting, depending on the news, guys. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll see what ends up happening from there. So GBPUS, we may see it bounce up from here. Again, that's kind of my overall expectation. Waiting on kind of news to pull out, because news is going to affect anything that is correlated with US is going to be affected by this, guys. So I'm not going to look right now. It looks like buys, but for the news, for all we know, it could just create a huge bloodbath here where it comes back up, creates a huge wick and pushes back down, right? So we don't know. Let's go to EURUSD. What's going on with EURUSD? I like EURUSD. EURUSD is nice. It can be a little bit, lots of stronger moves and stuff like that with EURUSD. But do you guys see my charts? Do you guys like how clean it is? Do you guys prefer? Hey, you know what? Actually, let me know in the chat box below. I want to know your opinion, family. Do you guys like the my support and resistance lines like this where they're gray? Can you see that better, or do you guys prefer the green ones? I'm liking this gray, to be honest. This kind of gray support and resistance lines that I have. This is kind of my new mark off here, where I mark off my levels here. But I don't know. I had the green ones before, and I had blue before. But I'm kind of liking this kind of gray. It's more like clean look. Let me know in the chat box below. What do you guys think? I want to know your opinion. We're kind of holding this level of support. Potentially, I may see Euro USD reject here. But again, we have news too with Euro USD. So we may see probably it come back up here before it pushes down lower. Okay, guys, we're at 43 likes, guys. Can we get it to 50? Let's go. We got Tom Brooks here. I agree with price action. I use RSI as confluence for both trades and look for divergence, yes, which can help us confluence. Price action is king. That is correct. Guys, I can't stress that enough. I know that's probably not what some people want to hear, but I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to help you be successful in your trading, and I'm here to help you, even if it's one little bit. If I've helped you in any way, that, trust me, is the best feeling ever, and that's my goal. Okay, better avoid gold and use capital saving is major priority. Absolutely. You want to treat, guys, Forex as like a business. And essentially what I mean by that is that a business will always incur losses. Losses are a part of business, okay? Losses are a part of any sort of business you have. That'll always be the case. But if you manage your loss and you're like, okay, I need to focus on protecting my capital. This is my income. These are my expenses. And you know, you're going to have one client that whatever this, or you're going to have, you bought something and then it didn't end up working for your business or whatever, right? Whatever that case is, it's similar to trading. You're going to incur a loss. You know, you're going to lose some money, but as long as you managed your risk and you said, okay, I'm going to do this so that I can maximize my profitability and minimize my losses, right? Very, very similar to a business. That's how you want to treat it. And that's how you can preserve your capital, but don't mix it with fear. Don't look at the markets with fear of, oh my gosh, I'm scared of losing trades. You don't want to look at it that way. Okay, guys. Welcome. We got a couple of new members joining in. We've got Shanice. Welcome, Shanice. Shanice has subscribed to the family. Guys, welcome to all the new members that are subscribing to the channel, guys. I just want to personally welcome you to the family. I don't know if you guys will notice, but I call you guys members because I consider you guys family. We're all one big family. So if you guys notice, I don't say, hey, YouTube, or I don't say, hey, subscribers, or I don't say, hey, I don't know if you guys notice, I say members. Okay. That's our thing. You guys are family members. You guys are family. So, that's why I say members, if you're wondering. So yeah. And okay, Amina, yes, both. Okay, perfect. Lauren, looks great. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it looks cleaner, to be honest. Okay, guys, we've got 2 more minutes for news. Oh yeah, this is gonna start moving like crazy. But again, if we get a break below, then this is kind of what we may see, a nice push below. We can wait for the retest and look for sell opportunities, okay? We'll see. Euro JPY. Ooh, we got a nice break below this range. Nice. So this is perfect opportunity for a retracement, guys. Look at this. Boom. Okay. Wait for it to come back up to this level of support, resistance. Now we look for perfect sell opportunities. Where could we see price kind of hold off? I could probably see it hold off here at this level. I mean, we don't have much to work here with, but it's kind of where I'm seeing price may slowly start pushing back up. Then we can start using our moving averages as a level confluence, right? If need be. Look, now we got our moving averages. They did actually cross. And so what I might expect price, look, it's already starting to pull back. Okay, guys, I'm teaching you this. I want you guys to understand how to look at the markets. So now what do we expect? We wait for the retracement and we wait for price to reject our 20 moving average. By the time price moves up here, the moving average will be a little bit lower. So probably it'll come down around this level. It probably won't touch all the way up. So we wait for the retracement. If it touches our moving average, we get in on here. and we wait, sometimes it'll overlap our moving average, right? It's already starting to move a little bit lower, but look at price, look at price, look at what it's doing, right? So sometimes price, one or two things though, you got to keep in mind, price will move up, but also price, sometimes if it's really, really bearish, guys, we may see price move down below, okay? And that means that price is really, really bearish at this point. Oh, look at that, guys. I think it's because of the news, right? Obviously the news is crazy. Look, it already pulled back. Damn. Pulled back live, guys. There you go. You have it. There you have it. But obviously we have news and stuff like that, but this is just for you guys to understand what we can expect. It's 8:30, guys. We got CPI news coming out. Let's go. Let's refresh this news, baby. Let's go. Oh, dollar week, guys. Okay. Woo! Look at that. Damn. Look at that. Look at that weakness. Bad news for the dollar. Look at the dollar, guys. CPI news 0.4%. Forecast was 0.6 and previous was 0.4. So we were expecting the dollar to potentially see some sort of improvement. We broke below. That's okay. Now, what do we happen? We clear the charts. We start fresh. We've broken below this level and we just wait it out, guys. Price could start creating wicks. You never know. We'll let it do its thing. But this gives us a little bit more of a clear indication for gold. Do you see how it pushed up? At this point, we don't know what it's going to do. It could create a huge wick and come back down. Gold is very, very unpredictable, especially when it's news. Actually, let's see here. This is the level where I may see gold actually reject too. Look, we got a lot of, this is a key level over here, guys. Look at that. Right, so we may see actually, and it's an important level if you look at it. Look, we've got support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance. So this isn't buys for sure, I'll tell you that. I got Lauren at 8:30. My charts won't even update on Forex. Why? What's going on? Are you using TradingView, Lauren? Tom Brooks, negative news, gold up. Yes, that's right. Guys, we're at 43 likes. Can we get it to 50? Let's go. Can we get it to 50 likes? New members, guys. Yes, we're all bad numbers for US. Yes, bad news for the gold, for the dollar. Okay, guys, let's just let it ride, let it do its thing. There's a lot of instability right now. Even look at the dollar, a lot of instability. So let's just kind of wait it out. You don't want to get into anything, and just kind of ride things out. Look, our GBPUSD trade. Nice move to the upside, exactly as expected. Really, really nice. Gold again was really indecisive. Crucial point. We were expecting some sort of potential retracement before it pushed up higher. But again, we're also at a major level of resistance. So that's what we're looking at overall, guys. NAS, we actually were expecting it to continue to go down further. However, we got to push to the upside. So it's all good. That's what happens. It is what it is. You manage your risk, and that's the most important thing, guys. Give me 1 second here, guys, actually. Yeah, we got the push up for Euro USD. We're at a level of resistance here as well too. Let's see what's going on here. Okay guys, so I'm gonna read through the comments here. Okay, we've got have trading view from Lauren, but I don't like it on my phone, laugh out loud, and splitting my computer screen between this channel and updating dog training charts. It's all good, it's all good. Eventually you'll be able to kind of even upgrade your screen or something, or get like a dual setup or something like that, or a little bit larger so you can get a little bit more of a view. But that's hilarious, Lauren. That's too funny. Tom, patience. That's right. It's all about patience now at this point. I don't want to be trading anything, guys, at this point. Just wait it out, and then we can look for pullback opportunities. Like the euro is still pushing. Problem is, like, I'll give you an example, guys, for like new traders that are just starting up. If you look at this, you look at this as bullish, and then if you look at this, you're like, well, you know, we're kind of breaking this level of resistance, right? Which is a pretty major important level. Look, we got support. If I move this over, it's quite a significant level. Okay, so if we look over here, it's quite significant. Price has respected this level structure multiple times, but remember, this is also a zone, so we have to keep that in mind. What could price actually do? If we start looking for buys here, guys, price could pull back at any given time. If you look for buys here, look at what price could do. It could literally pull back and create a huge wick. So we're definitely not looking for buys. And then if you look at sells right now at this point, it's pretty risky. But again, you know, you really have to kind of just wait and see what ends up happening, guys. You don't want to be, you know, just getting into a trade blindly, right? You don't want to do that. Let's take a look at AUUSD. AUUSD, we got a strong push to the upside. This was a level that we saw AUUSD melt. We got that slight little pullback, and price ended up continuing to go down further. We were looking at sell setups below this level structure, and then we bounced off this level of support. So if we kind of go up to, let's say, for example, the daily, just to understand what we're looking at, we can see that we're kind of forming this ascending wedge pattern formation. It's pretty clear, and so we may expect some sort of a breakout eventually. Right now, if we look at it, we're kind of at a major level of resistance. So same thing, we may see price actually pull back down from this level structure. We are 100% overbought. And again, we could use it as a reference if you like. 30-minute, 100% overbought. As long as price rejects this level of structure, you know, we start seeing some bearish candle forms, we could probably see price push back down. But again, because the news just happened and because price is so volatile right now, we could see this huge wick create, or you know, a lot of things could happen. We could probably see a push to the upside, a continuation to the upside. So there's so many variables, right? And so that's why we just kind of want to wait it out and see what ends up happening. And then from there, we can kind of, you know, take our analysis and go from there. Okay, guys, patience, yeah. Laura, let's go. Yes, Goonies, let's get it. Got my sister-in-law here as well. She's learning. Okay, is it possible for small account like $100 to trade? If yes, how many open trades can I use? It really depends on your broker. It really depends on how much leverage you have, right? But the most important thing is try not to have so many trades open at once. You know, if you have a smaller account, what you want to focus on is not having so many trades open at once, because then you're just going to be over leveraging your account. You want to focus on 1 or 2 trades open max. You know what I mean? You don't want to be just getting into trades left, right, and center. You have 4 trades open. It's hard to manage that, but if you focus on 1 or 2 trades and that's it, trust me, you'll see much more success that way, especially when you have a smaller account. Focus on 1 or 2 trades max, and only take 2 trades max a day. Probably, I would say the ultimate max amount of trades you should take in a day would be, I would say no more than 3. Unless there's like really good trade setups, but other than that, try and focus on max 3 trades a day. And if there's no trades, then that's fine. Okay, we've got Buddha Yo P. What's your take on USD CHF? Actually, you know what? We'll take a look at USD CHF, my man. We'll take a look at that for you, no problem. Tori, Pedro, what open trades do you have right now? Nothing, my man. Nothing right now. Just sitting on the sidelines, waiting for price to do its thing. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. So if I am in any trades, I will let you know. It's crazy. Funny enough, look at this. So this was our longer term trade. We almost hit our stop loss, but look, it's already up. If I would have kept this, which I didn't stay on this trade, I would be up 123 pips. This was my over expectation since 3 days ago. I was expecting odd JPY to go to the downside, and you can see that it ended up pushing to the downside, over 123 pips. So this was just like a longer term trade that I had set up. Unfortunately, I didn't stay in. I took my profits around here and I ran. But overall, this is great example of if you kind of ride it out, stick to your plan, you can see that price will end up going in your favor. You'll find that happening lots of times, guys. We're going to take a look at USD CHF. We have one of our members here asking about it. We're going to take a look at that. So give me 1 second here, guys. Guys, we're at 47 likes. Can we get it to 50 likes? Let's go, guys. Let's go. We're going to take a look at USD CHF and see what's going on with USD CHF, guys. All right, so we got a push to the downside for USD CHF. We were looking at USD CHF sells at this level. Pretty much what it was doing is collecting more buy orders at this point, and then price ended up pushing to the downside. So now at this point, for USD CHF, we can actually expect a potential actual continuation to the downside. We actually broke below this major level of structure. So let me clear the chart so you guys can see what I'm saying. Overall, on the daily, okay, I want you guys to just always look at the bigger picture. Overall, on the daily, we could see that we were in a consolidation trending market, right? So we were consolidating, ranging, sorry, and then we shifted from a range and we pushed up a little bit higher, right? We started doing this kind of slight little upwards trend, and then we broke below our trend line. So now at this point, what I'm seeing, for example, with USD CHF, we have broken below a major level of structure. So this is good because this gives us enough of a range for us to potentially continue to see price come down all the way to potentially these lows over here. So we have a nice clean range, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This would be kind of a potential level where price may continue to go down further. I could see USD CHF continue to go down further. Now that we know that this is a potential level where price may continue, on the daily that looks super bearish. Okay, if we go down to the 4 hour, okay, we have broken below this upwards trend momentum. Okay, price came back up, right, and then it rejected this level structure. We could see that this was a level high. Price failed to create a new higher high and ended up melting. So now what is this telling me? Overall, on the 4 hour, we can expect a clean continuation to the downside. However, we've also broken below previous low. So this is the previous low that we had. So what does this tell me? This is a strong indication that we may finally start looking for you to the bottom lows here at probably around 0.96 level is where I'm expecting USD CHF potentially to come down to. Obviously, we know that the dollar is weak, so this gives us a strong indication that most likely we can expect a continuation to the downside. Okay, guys? Siraj, gold. Yeah, we'll take a look at gold, my man, in a second. No problem. Lauren, are you saying to sell USD CHF or wait? No, we wait. We wait, Lauren. We wait for the retracement. So we don't want to, remember, we don't want to sell at the bottom, right? We wait for the pullback. And I know it's tempting. I know that, for example, like, how can I tell you? I know that pretty much trading is more about patience. And as you mature as a trader, trust me, you'll realize it and you'll thank me for letting you know that, because as traders, if the more you take trades and stuff like that, the more you'll find yourself losing trades, right? But if you're patient and you only focus on gold mines, you only focus on gems, you only focus on highest probable setups, trust me, you will be successful. And I know it sucks. I know you guys are probably, some of you are like, tempted. But trust me, Lauren, you'll see what I'm talking about and you'll slowly see your account grow if we focus on the most high probable setups, okay? Now, why are we waiting? Well, the reason we're waiting is because if you were to sell this, okay, you don't know You don't know, guys. Let me repeat. You don't know if you're selling the bottom, right? Price could continue to go down a little bit further, but you don't know that's the bottom. Where you want to sell is on up here. You want to wait for the retracement, especially after a strong momentum like this. We should be expecting something called a corrective move, okay? Price will always correct, right? We've got an impulsive move. Now we wait for correction, right? We wait for the retest. Now, Pedro, where can we expect price to go? Well, let's look to the left. Left will tell us where price has respected in the past. Look at this here. We've got support over here. We've got support, support, support. We've got resistance. And if we continue on, we can see that this is a major level structure. So this is where I'm expecting potentially USD CHF to actually hold or find a level of support. Then once we find this level of support, well, I might even tell you we may buy back this pullback, right? That could be a possibility as well. But again, that's also a little bit risky because we don't know how high that pullback will take us, right? But overall, that's kind of what I'm looking at for USD CHF, right? So we wait for the pullback and then we get in on the pullback, okay? All of my inner circle members, okay? I know I have a couple students in there. So my students that are in my inner circle, I will update you on this, okay? I will keep you guys updated on these trades. And if there's nothing coming out, don't worry, because we've had a bit of news today, obviously, and we, the US elections and stuff, this affects price a lot. So there's a lot of volatility, right? And we have to kind of manage our risk and be careful when we get in the markets, guys, because there's so much going on, right? We only want to focus on our most quality trades, highest probable opportunities, because this is what's going to help us succeed in our trading, guys. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put here also, I'm going to put here the link for our free Telegram group, guys. If you haven't joined already, I can't stress this enough, guys. Please check out my free Telegram group. We have an amazing community of traders on there as well. And, it's absolutely free to join. And also I have my VIP inner circle, guys. So if you're looking to level up on your trading, you're looking to, looking for that kind of step-by-step process, but also look at the trades I take, and you need that support. Like, let's say you have a bunch of questions or whatever the case is, you also get that support that I'm here to help you step by step. So we have an amazing community there as well of students, that have been able to also take advantage of the markets with me. Sometimes in all, guys, you have to understand that some weeks in trading, it'll be slower than others. Some weeks will be killing it. Some weeks will be one or two trades that actually went in our favor, and two opportunities that we broke even, or we lost one trade. So we have to understand that as traders, that's part of the game. Okay. Let's see here. Siraj, I know Siraj wanted to look at gold, so that's what we're looking at overall, guys. Let's come back. We'll reference back anyways. So gold, we're seeing a push to the upside for gold. Okay. Now what we want to see is some sort of a retracement of this level. We could see this is a level. Remember, it's a zone. So if we go up to the higher time frames here, okay, we could see that this is a major level of structure. Okay, let's narrow this down a little bit. What do we see here, guys? We see that this is a major level structure for gold. Okay, price is literally coming up to this level, and we can expect some sort of a rejection of this level. Okay. Overall buys, I don't think that we'd be looking at buys just yet, because we are coming at that major level of resistance. Overall, yes, overall bias is that we have failed to create a new higher high, and we are potentially creating a new, we failed to create a new lower low. We're potentially creating a new higher high. That's what we're looking for, but we are still stuck in this range. Okay. And what do we look for in a range, guys? We look for a breakout. If gold pushes up higher, for example, if we get gold to push up higher, then we wait for the retest. Okay. We always want to wait for the retest. If it pushes up higher, we wait for the pullback. Okay. We get in on this retracement, and we can expect gold to continue to go a little bit higher. Okay. This is how you avoid getting knocked out, guys. This is how you avoid losing trades. Okay. Did you guys understand that? Yes, if you did, smash that like button for me, guys, if you understood that explanation on gold. Okay. Let me know in the chat box, guys, if you guys are understanding. Also, all the new members that are tuning in, maybe it's your first time here, guys. Whatever the case is, if it's your first time here, introduce yourself, guys. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I always love hearing from all of you guys. Also, all of our new members, don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. Okay, so we're going to continue on here, guys. The dollar is weak at this point. And so we are breaking below these lower levels here. And what does this mean? Knowing that the dollar is starting to gain weakness and we can actually expect the dollar to continue to go down lower at this point, we can actually expect the gold to gain strength at this point. So if we know that that is most likely going to be the case, then we can expect that gold may actually get that breakout finally out of this range and out of this downwards momentum, because we were seeing gold push down for the longest time. Okay, now we finally got gold to range a little bit within this area, which I have highlighted, and now we're expecting gold to potentially come up to these highs. These are our levels that we mark off, guys, where we may expect price to react to and we may expect price to push up to, right? Something like this. Okay, do you guys understand this, guys? I want you guys to understand this. This is also educational so that you guys can understand how to look at the markets. Okay, this is how you see it much more cleaner, right? This is much more cleaner. And it's good to look at the daily, because trust me, guys, the daily will really dictate the future, guys. It'll really understand how you look at the markets. How do you approach the markets? Raul, Siraj, yes, perfect. Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Eurocan. Why are we rejecting this level? We are rejecting this level because we could see a major level of support over here. Look. Yeah. This is another level where we may see price come up to. This level here. One sec. Why isn't it not? Okay, give me one sec. There we go. So that's the daily there. And so overall, we have been trending to the downside. Okay. We're kind of breaking above now at this point. So we failed to create a new lower low. We're now creating upwards momentum. Okay, we can expect a continuation to the upside for Euro CAD. And if we narrow it down, we may see price come up, push up a little bit higher to at least these highs before we see a breakout potentially for EuroCAD. It's very choppy, guys. Yeah, this is why I don't really typically trade EuroCAD. Anyways, we'll leave that as is. I'm going to take that out because I don't really trade that pair at all. But it's good to look at. Let me know any pairs you guys are looking at, guys. Also, actually, you know what? Let me read through the comments here. Kyle, very clear, perfect, awesome, my man. Tony, got it, bro, perfect. Raul, yes, perfect. Raj, yes, understanding, perfect, guys. GBPUSD, GBPJPY. Yeah, so GBPJPY, do you guys see what I'm saying? That where it respected this downwards trend? Even here on the daily. That's what I'm saying. I just have this feeling that we may see it push back into the range. That's just my overall expectation though for GBPJPY. So even after some news here, obviously it doesn't really affect it much because it's not US news, but we can see that wick rejection. Remember I told you guys we may see price kind of come back up, retest this downwards trend line, but I need to see price break below this this level of support, okay? Before I start looking for sell opportunities. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. GJ sell entry, not yet, Raul. Pedro, what open trades you have now? Nothing at the moment, my man. Nothing at the moment, just waiting it out. I only focus on highest probable setups. Okay, guys, we only focus on highest probable setups. Okay, like any trader that has experience or knows how trading goes will tell you the same thing. Trust me, they'll tell you to wait it out. You don't want to be just getting into trades just to get in. You know, just because I saw, for example, gold push up like this, does that mean I'm looking for gold buys? Look, it's already rejecting here our level of structure. Look, do you see that wick rejection right there, guys? Right? That's indicating to us that it's rejecting that level of structure. We may see it push down, right? It is a major level of structure that we have to keep in mind, which I told you guys previously, right? So imagine if you would have gotten on buys there thinking, yeah, it's gonna create a huge breakout, 500 pips. It could, it really could, but you really have to look at the bigger picture as well too, right? And if this is the case, this is what I'm expecting if we get a breakout. However, if it rejects this level, then we see probably one more leg to the downside, and again it goes back down to what I was mentioning earlier. Gold, after a strong momentum push, or sorry, after a strong downwards trend line, right? Look, we got lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Remember, look at this area that I'm pointing out here. Look at this area here. Remember I told you guys, gold won't just right away start pushing to the upside. Gold will range, right? Gold will range for a little bit before we do a move. And then what do we look for in a ranging market, guys? What do we look for? We look for price to break out, right? We look for a breakout, right? So we don't know yet. We don't know yet at this point what's going to happen, right? So, I mean, you could get impulsively on a buy. You could get if you want to, but you have to really, really manage your risk, guys, because at this point, you know, it's a little bit risky. Right? You don't want to buy at the highs and you don't want to buy at the lows. I mean, sell at the lows. Okay. So we know we're getting some sort of rejection here. Maybe the next candle up could continue to go higher. And if it goes higher, then that gives us that confirmation that, hey, we broke a major level structure. So this means that we just wait for the pullback and expect a clean continuation to the upside for gold. Okay, guys? Either way, I'll keep you guys in the loop. This is kind of what is happening currently with gold right now. More often than not, you'll find yourself waiting a lot, guys, when it comes to trading. A lot. Got it. For me, gold looking good. Possible buy area around 1740. Some clean area to the left. Still a bit to go. Yes. Yes. Yep. I think that if we get a nice clean break of this level structure, we got a nice clean area to the upside for gold. Yep. If we get that strong momentum push and it closes above, we wait for the pullback and it'll probably continue to go a little bit higher. And look at this traffic, guys. We got clean traffic here. Okay. Clean traffic. Sort of an exhaustion, because price after a strong move like this, guys, I want you guys to learn and take notes on this. Price after a strong move will always range. Okay, it'll always kind of exhaust. Price will take a break. It's like it's running a marathon, right? And you're running, and basically when you're running on the marathon, you got to take a break and exhaust. So that's exactly what the market will do. The market will run and then take a break. Just exhaust, right? And that break is kind of where we're at right now, because if you realize we're pretty much for GU, we're at a level where we're pretty much holding this level of resistance, right? This is a level of resistance here. right? So this is an area where we may see price. One of two things could happen. If we get a break above this area, then we're looking for clean buy opportunities for the British pound dollar, right? And this is good because this gives us even more clarity for us to look for buy setups. However, in the bigger picture, we know that on the daily, we are still in a downwards trend, but we're in a ranging market. So if we reject this level, essentially what I see GU doing is if we reject it, we look for sells and we target the lows over here of this kind of ascending wedge or upwards trend, right? So we look for sells and probably GU may kind of bounce back here for a little bit and then come back down to this lower level. And if that's the case, then we're stuck in a range, right? So that's kind of what we may expect overall. As traders, we don't want to try and predict the market. We want to move with the market, right? We want to react after the fact, right? Otherwise, if you're trying to predict the market, you're just gambling, okay? You don't want to be gambling, guys, okay? Tom Brooks, also, how do you calculate pips on gold? Gold, so the way you calculate pips on gold, I'll show you in a second. So Tom, if we look at, for example, the pip moves here, right? So that closed there. Give me one sec. Let me just move this here. So I'm going to show you guys in a second here. Okay, so let's say, for example, gold, let's say, give me one sec, actually. Let's do a smaller time frame just so you guys can understand. Let's say, for example, this move here, okay? This move that we just had right here. Price came from here to here in this level, and we actually peaked at over 280 pips. So do you see this number here? It says 2,806. You want to eliminate the last number, okay? And the decimal here, just ignore that. You're at over 280 pip move is what we got, okay? This is how you calculate your pips, okay? When it comes to calculating gold. That's how you calculate it. All right. Lauren, is the candle we want to close the 4 hour or the 1 hour or the 30 minute? Good question. So let's actually go back here. And basically what I want at least, so do you see how gold is starting to, it closed here and it's starting to push up? I think gold will break out, guys. I think it'll still keep going a little bit higher, potentially, but it really depends. This candle is really what's going to determine what's going to happen, right? This candle is this next candle will determine if we're looking for a pullback or if we're looking for a continuation to the upside. That's really what it's going to determine, guys, okay? So we'll kind of reference back and see what ends up happening there. Same with the dollar, we may expect some sort of retracement. So if we see, look how it literally stopped exactly at the level I marked off, right? So now at this point, look at my RSI. We can use this as confluence. Look at this. What is it saying? My RSI oversold 30 minute. So now we can start potentially looking for buy setups for example, if the dollar is going up. Okay, we could probably see that this is a level where we may see the dollar stop, right? We may see that dollar reject that level. So we may see similar concept happen with gold here, right? We'll see what ends up happening though overall. I'll keep you guys in the loop as well as, for example, Lauren. So if we're looking at GU, okay, we go back to GU. We want to see this candle close at least, I would say, on the 1 hour, at least the 1 hour to close bearish. But look, we already got the wick rejection. This is good. I want this next candle to close. This next candle is crucial for us, for it to close, for us to start looking for potential sell back opportunities. However, we also have to be mindful that when we sell these things, price always typically comes back up. It won't just completely melt, right? It won't capitulate all the way. So I mean, we could wait for the 4 hour. The 4 hour is much more significant because the 4 hour will just give us, okay, yeah, it's rejecting this level, and so we can expect a potential continuation to the downside. However, for example, GU, we also have a lot of traffic here. Look, we got some areas here. So if price is starting to pull back, but it's failing to break below this level for GU, let's say 1.15680, if price is failing to break below that level and is holding this level of support, then we might actually see a breakout to the upside. That sometimes does happen, guys. Just because we got a push to the upside like this and we're at a major level structure, that doesn't mean that price won't continue to go higher. It might create a candle like this, close like this, and then the next candle will be bullish, right? So we don't know yet. What we want to see is this candle close bearish and close it below our level of structure for a continuation to the downside. However, we narrow price down to like the smaller time frames, and we want to see something like this happen, like where price is kind of, you see the strong push here, price came back down on the higher time frame. This is probably like one big bearish candle, and then you see price consolidate a little bit, and then boom, price ended up going down further, right? We did have that consolidation, was that price was struggling and trying to push below this level of resistance and future support, right? When we got that break, what happened? Price ended up melting to the downside, right? After a strong move, right? This is obviously a huge move because of the news, right? But look, this, you can't trade this. Otherwise, if you look on sells here, you're just gambling, because if the problem is, if we get in on sells here, we set our stops here, as long as you're okay with risking 50 pips, I mean, you can, but I personally wouldn't do this. Yeah. Okay, guys, I hope that answers your question. Either way, guys, I'm here to support you. I want you guys to know that. Guys, we're at 49 likes. Can we get it to 50? We're so close. Okay, we've got Tom Brooks. Okay, thank you for your money. Why do you leave the last digits on gold when you calculate pip? Basically, that's just how it is with the tools that we have here on TradingView. The way you calculate it is that way. I don't know why specifically. I think it's just because the decimal points of how the dollar's calculated, how gold is calculated, but I don't know the actual reason behind it. It's just something that it's just how you calculate it, right? So you take off that last number and it's 304 pips. Okay, that's how you calculate it. This is a tool that you can find in the left hand side on TradingView. It's one of the measuring tools here. Give me one sec. I haven't tried to pull it up in a while. I've had it here for years. I think it's this one, the ruler. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a ruler. Yeah. Okay. And it's actually it's not the ruler, but it's the price range. Where did I have this? I have this somewhere here, guys. Give me one sec. Anyways, it's somewhere here in the toolbox. You guys can find it, trust me. Because I haven't pulled this up in years, guys. Oh, there we go. Price range right there. Okay. And then you can put this little star so that it pops up in your toolbox here. And then that way you can use your toolbox for like following through with other stuff. Looks like gold's pushing up higher, but remember, sometimes gold will do that to actually whip you out. Okay. Perfect. We got Lauren here. A couple more people. Last numbers of points. 10 points. There are 10 pips in a pip. 10 points in a pip. Yeah. Okay, that totally makes sense. Okay, perfect. Okay, Lauren. Okay, I have to jump. I have to train pups. I look for the chat for the jump in on the trades. Yes, that is correct. Also, Lauren, I know you're one of my students, so when you keep an eye out, because today I'm actually going to be doing a live Zoom call for our students. So I don't want you to miss out on that. I don't know what time zone you're in, but let me know in the chat box. I'm going to let you guys know, and that way we can set up a time. We're going to do our monthly live Zoom call. So I look forward to seeing you tune in there as well. Okay, guys, we're at 52 likes. Can we get it to 55 likes? It's 9:09 a.m. I think I'm going to just probably call it a day. Either way, guys, I'll keep you guys in the loop before you guys leave, okay? Oh, Lauren, we're pretty close. EST. Same with me. Same with us here. We're at Eastern Standard Time, so that's perfect. So before you guys leave, if you haven't already, okay, if you haven't already joined our free Telegram group, the link is there. I'm gonna put it here in the chat box below to join our free Telegram group, guys. It's absolutely free to join, okay? And I look forward to seeing you guys join the family there. Also, VIP Inner Circle, okay? This is my this is the only program I really have, and it's really focused on helping you elevate in your trading. Any questions you have, I know trading can be a really lonely journey, guys. Trust me, I was there. I spent thousands of dollars in courses, guys. When I tell you I'm thousands, I'm not even exaggerating or telling you. Thousands of dollars in systems, thousands of dollars on like a special trigger system, this system, that system, indicator here, indicator there. And I've come to the point where I am today where I've really realized that it's not about that. It's about price action, and it's about having that support, that mentorship, that guidance, guys. So if you're looking for that extra guidance, that mentorship, guys, I've created this VIP inner circle, and it's an amazing group of students that I have, that I really put my time into it. I'm not looking to get it to grow too big. I really just want to focus and narrow it down with those students, because I want to help my students that are in this VIP inner circle to succeed. So if that is you guys and you want to join in and you really want to learn or level up on your trading, check that out. Click the link to join in. Also check out my website, guys. I have it's already live. It's a new website, so make sure you guys check out my new website that I have. I'm gonna put the link there as well for the website. Okay, and also, last but not least, if you're looking for a proper broker, guys, these guys I can't stress enough. I highly recommend them. They're called Blueberry Markets. They're regulated. They have amazing customer service. Like my account manager, he always calls me, emails me, follows up. Pedro, is everything okay? Pedro, is there anything I can help you with? I really have had a good experience. Much better than Black Bulls. I was with Black Bull Markets. I still have it. That's my main account. But I'm not really too impressed with Black Bulls. They're regulated. Apparently they're award winning as well too. But I just had I don't know, like I don't feel like they really care about their clients as much. So I do like how Blueberry Markets, they're Australian, they're regulated, and they just have really good tight spreads as well. But their customer service is key. Especially with withdrawals, right? You want to make sure you can withdraw your money. You're not having any issues, no delays, nothing like that. That's really important. Okay, guys, so we're seeing gold actually push up higher. This is good. So this is an indication of two things. We have to wait, because we wait for what? Price to create either a wick rejection, because this is a problem. We might fake out a lot of people at this point, and price might come up and then create a huge wick. Okay, so we'll write it out. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all very much. Siraj, Black Bull is not taking any Canadians anymore. Yeah, apparently they aren't. I still have it, but I'm transferring everything over to Blueberry Markets. Like I said, I'm super happy with everything with them. They've been amazing. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you all very much. All the new family members that are just tuning in, if it's your first time, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live stream. I might come on live tonight, not sure, maybe not, maybe yes, I don't know yet, depends on how my day goes. But one thing is for sure, you can always find me here every single morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow is Friday. Fridays are a little bit more laid back, but either way, if you're looking to learn, guys, you're looking to level up on your trading, or maybe you're just tired of losing trades, whatever the case is, or maybe you just want clarity, you've come to the right community, guys. So I look forward to seeing you guys join the family. Consider subscribing below and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing and blessed Thursday. I'll catch you guys later.